Payday 3 is finally here, and whether you're new to the franchise or an old hat like me, eagerly opening up this new game can be a little overwhelming and unclear on where to start. Obviously, in the third iteration of a game franchise, there are changes, improvements, modifications, alterations, revisions, amendments, transformations, upgrades, and any other synonym you may care to throw in there. In this video, I will attempt to, nay, I will, give you a quick overview / introduction on where to start, what some things mean, how to efficiently begin, and hopefully clear up a thing or two that may have stumped you if you had not seen this perfectly constructed video. Step 1, buy the game and install. You do this by, real step 1, get into the game. When you first enter the game, you'll have the chance of doing the tutorial, so I suggest you do it. New to Payday or not, as it can tell you a little more about some mechanics in the game that may be newer to you. However, my first tip is to start with settings, so skip the tutorial for a moment and let's get situated. Click on the More button and to Settings. Here you've got the usual fare. I'm not going to go into all of this, so don't worry. Just make sure you crank the FOV to 11 if you're on PC, and turn off motion blur and depth of fields because, well, I like it that way. You're going to want to head over to the Music tab and lower all of them a little bit except for Music. Here you want to find a mod that allows you to make this even louder. Well, I'm just kidding about that, but definitely keep this one cranked. You will not be disappointed. In the Gameplay tab, invert your Y-axis. No? That's just me? Okay, move on. Here is where we enable crossplay. So if you decide you want to play with other consoles and PCs, do it, and this is on by default. One of the most important edits you may want to do is in keyboard and controls. Everyone has their preferred setup on what key or button does what, so I won't go into detail on that, but check the keybinds for throwables and grenades and stuff like that to make sure they're all in line with what you normally use. Settings all done, get your ass in that tutorial. Tutorial done, let's take a look around. Top right is your player level, now called Infamy level. Cash on hand, no offshore this time, just one pile, and then your C stacks. Your Infamy level will progress to a maximum of 150, and there's no current Infamy system like Payday 2 in place at the time of this video. Money is obviously, well, money, and the new edition of C stacks. Are they like Continental coins in Payday 2? I don't care, but what I can tell you is that they're used to buy weapon charms and cosmetics. You gain these C stacks by either A, completing some career challenges, more on that later, or B, just buying them because, you know, money. I will get to the how-tos and show that in a little bit. Next, we'll look at Loadout. This is the obvious page for your loadout and appearance. See, I knew that. Primary, secondary, deployable, armor, throwable, and skills are all here. And then two new ones, tools and overkill weapon. The overkill weapon currently only has two options. The first one being the Mamba grenade launcher unlocked at the beginning, and then the Red Fox sniper rifle that is unlocked at a later player level. These weapons are available to be called in game once the meter in the bottom right corner of your game reaches its maximum, and then the weapon will be helied in and dropped somewhere marked on your screen. You fill the overkill weapon meter by killing. The overkill weapon has a limited use, and once it's spent, it's gone. The tools are where you will find attachable mini cameras, ECM, motion sensor, and mines. All have their uses, so choose the right one for the right job, and you'll be all sorted, mate, in it. Tuesday.
You're the British guy, right? Oh my god. What you got? Chips and a hamburger with a bottle of water.
I've got a discount coupon.
Sir, this expired.
It's valid until Wednesday.
What day is it today, sir?
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday, innit?
Skills. This is where the skills are housed. Different than Payday 2 for sure, but maybe one of the biggest changes is there's no perk decks, just skills. No in-depth on the skills in this video, but I do have a tip. These skills in your early games aren't really that crucial, so just play. So in that time, research. Now, what do I mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
Well, you can't see it here very well because I researched already, but the starting skill on each line needs to be researched before you can open that line up. And you can research only one line at a time. So go down the list and then across to the right to see what skills do and research that line. Once a line is researched initially, it opens up the first skill to use. You must equip that first skill and play in order for the rest of the skills in that line to open up. You will, however, have to stay on that line and use a skill from it in order to keep opening up the skills further across until they are all unlocked. In order to equip the skills within the line, you must equip the first skill. However, you can equip the last skill in the line without equipping the first skill. Confused? If you want to open up all skills as fast as possible, here's what I did. I sacrificed taking skills that I really wanted to use in the beginning and focused on just keeping skills active from as many lines as needed that had skills locked. Once that line got completed, I moved my points to another one. After time, you obviously get them all unlocked, but if you only stick to the skills you like, you will not unlock the rest. So I found it best just to hammer through these immediately. If you want some quick input on what some good skills are to start with, I'd suggest the Tank Tree, Escapist, and Enforcer. If you like stealth, well, check out my Payday 3 stealth build video. One other note here is that a lot of skills revolve around 3 new game mechanics called Edge, Grit, and Rush. These are easily explained in the bottom right corner and mentioned in a lot of skills. Make sure you create the best combo of how these skills are used and how you gain and maintain those mechanics to maximize the skills. Once you reach Infamy level 100, you will have a total of 21 skill points to spend. Build videos incoming. Okay, deep breath, let's continue. The final point back on the loadout screen is the ability to create a few, 7 in fact, loadouts. Not sure why the first one is called Loadout 0. Should it be Loadout 1, right? Anyways, Loadout 0 it is for now. Next on the tab is appearance. Not much to say about this, but I think you can figure that one out. Come on, guys. I think you get the tab, right? Okay, quick look. Nah, just kidding. Okay, quick scan. Choose character. 2 new ones. Choose Pearl, not Joy. Masks, suits, gloves, and that's pretty much it. Okay, vendors. 4 tabs. Gauge is back. But where are his packages, though? Here is where you buy your weapons. The first block is hidden behind your player infamy level, the next set behind game money and those C-stacks we talked about earlier, and some of these look really cool and are super expensive as we start out in the game, which gives us something to aim for. Weapon charms and then weapon paint schemes. Weapon paint schemes show the areas of the guns that would get paint applied to if selected. Weapon stickers, gross. At the bottom we have favors. Now listen up, these are important. Ammo bag, armor bag, medic bag, and zipline. These are purchases for favors that you take into your heist. Buy these suckers here, and then they're available for you to place in heist as a pre-plan in the pre-game lobby. A team of 4 can only place 4 items, and none of them can be duplicated. You cannot take 4 armor bags. Luckily, these are pretty cheap once you start stacking cash. Mask designer is next. This is where you design your mask. Tailor is next. This is where you tail. And finally, currency broker. Here is where you buy your C-stacks with your hard-earned heist money. The timer resets every week and the countdown is on them in the top right corner to show that. They are available in bundles along with single coins, so 1s, 5s and 10s. Do not, I repeat, do not just fill up the single one first. You will be overpaying. Use math, cause smart. Start on the right and buy the 10 pack, then the middle pack, and then the single. Rinse and repeat. Let me also be clear, this is not real life money, microtransaction stuff, so get those words out of your mouth. Well, not yet, at least. Next, we go to challenges, and oh yeah, there's a lot. Heist, career, and combat. Let's dive in, because this is really, really important. This is how you level up. I'll say that again. This is how you level up. Did you guys hear me in the back? This is how you level up. You see your infamy point number, the IP thing there on the bottom? That's the bar you fill up. And once it's filled, it nudges your player level up by a point. So I am 75 points in the 600 needed to get to level 61. Easy, right? Those IPs are gained from doing challenges, all 1,136 of them. Okay, so let's go through each one by one. Now, but this is where you will want to focus if you want to level up quicker than just playing. Playing heist regularly will not grant you IP. There is no single heist IP for completing. However, there are challenges that are behind doing heists. But B, what the fuck do you mean?
What do you mean by that?
Well, here you can see the first one as an example. Beat the Dirty Ice heist on normal or higher difficulty before the assault has started. So basically stealthing that bit. Once you've stealthed it on normal, you get that 100 IP and this goes off the list. However, there are then challenges that will say complete heists under certain conditions multiple times. Like this, beat Dirty Ice 60 times on normal or high difficulty after the assault, and then you get more points. This applies to all heists, both loud and stealth, and included challenges like trading hostages, marking guards, hacking devices, and many other heist related things, so check them out and start grinding. Career challenges are next, and these can reward C-stacks and IP. Your infamy level challenges reward C-stacks, and other challenges in here like completing heists with certain weapons and mods give IP. Finally is combat, and here is where you have the chance to show off your skills and go crazy. If you want to speed level up, your best bet is to kill a lot in game and use many different weapons and equipment. Each weapon has a similar leveling system that increases as you use them. For example, each weapon has an easy pickings 1 challenge, defeat 50 enemies with a weapon. Easy pickings 2, defeat 100. Easy pickings 3, defeat 200, each increasing with IP each time. Easy picking 1 gives you 40 IP, easy pickings 2 gives you 50, easy pickings 3 gives you 60, etc, etc. Find your favorite strat here, but if you sit with the same weapon for a long time, yes, you will unlock the later challenges for more IP with them, but they will take longer. Switching up your weapons and grabbing the quick wins with each will advance your infamy level further, unlocking more skill points to use, but pick your poison. Finally, back to the start screen and the big button marked heists. Here is where you start to play, and you will see the movie cutscenes between the heists that you can play. Do all the heists in the order from left to right to unlock the cutscenes in between. Then click the toggle story video button on the bottom to not see them on the screen. Select your heist, lobby type, public friends or invite only, and then difficulty: normal, hard, very hard, and overkill. Overkill is not Payday 2 overkill, so beware. Definitely work up to this one. Don't spend many failures trying to be a hero with a big ego. Play hard or very hard and get your footing. Unlock some armors, skills and weapons before dipping your toe in. 2 hours of failing a heist isn't as productive as completing 8 heists on lower difficulties just because, well, I used to play on death sentence. Wah 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 wah. Look, you aren't a if you play less than overkill, okay? Wait, who said that? And quick fix is still better.
No! What?
You will notice that you're not paying for heists here, so no offshore money to worry about. In the pre-game lobby, here you can see the items you bought from Gage available to place. Like I said, only one of each kind is available to use, and a heist-specific one that will appear also as an option. You can see an overview of your loadout over your character, along with the ability to make changes to your loadout should you need to. Then you just click ready to ready up and enter at your own will. From this point, I can't really help you until the tips and tricks for gameplay video, but unless we're playing together, of course, but we aren't, but we can. Links are in the description for my Steam group and my Discord, along with my Twitch channel where I stream and play. If you got this far, you're a legend and I love you. Click subscribe if you love me too, and hit the like button if you hate me. I hope this helps, and make sure to comment anything below I may have missed. I will see you all in the next one.